Now, some of you might have noticed my new intro music. It's a one-time thing, so don't get too excited. Now, how did I make it? Mix Superstar for the WiiWare is how. Now, I do want to say that somewhat lame beats that I had in my intro is not the fault of this title. It's all my doing. I've never been good at picking or liking good music. Like I've said before in previous reviews, I like Michael Bolton and Richard Marx. So that kind of proves to you right there that my sense of good music is kind of messed up. However, have you ever wanted to make your own music tracks, but it just seemed too hard? Well, this new WiiWare game named Mix Superstar wants to make it simple for you to do. And I do have to admit, it was pretty easy for me to make my own tracks and make them sound somewhat good. They give you an open area to work with, and it's as simple as dragging and dropping musical loops into the work area. You can place many different musical loops on top of each other, so you can have really dynamic musical tracks with many instruments going at the same time. There are 3 different styles of musical loops that you can mix and match in the basic title: dance, hip-hop, and techno. You could download other styles of music to expand your library, but more on that later. Each of those styles have different instruments for you to choose from. In the basic title, you could choose from drums, bass, synthetic, extras, vocals, and effects. Each of these musical loop samples could be tried out in the menu by pressing the B button, so you can quickly move through them to find the right musical loop for your track. When you find one you like, you select it by holding down the A button on your choice, and then you drag it onto one of the open slots on the track that you're making. Once it's there, you can individually set the volume or balance for that loop. They let you copy any of the loops that you want to reuse by letting you do a combination of the A and B button. It was very simple to do. Just as simple as deleting any loop that doesn't sound right. You just highlight it and then press the B button, and it brings up a menu where you can delete it. They let you use your voice in your creations as well, if you have one of the approved Wii microphones or the Wii Speak. I did have some issues with it not working every time when I said to record, but most of the time it worked okay. I do wish that they had given you the ability to split a loop like I do when I'm editing videos. Sometimes all you want is the first part of the beat, but you're going to have to take the whole thing. But since the musical loops aren't that long, it's not a deal breaker. To show you what it looks and sounds like when you finish a song, here's the other track that I made with this program. They give you about 1,000 musical loops for you to use in the basic title. And while that may sound like more than enough to make great music, it's really not. The loops are limited to a very standard rhythm. And if you're looking for more variety, you're going to have to pay more for it. There's more music to download in the Loops shop. And while the prices are not unreasonable, it is a bit of a gamble when you download them, that you'll find something good. They don't let you sample any of the beats that you're downloading, so you don't really know if what you're getting is something that you would really want. The only clue that you have is the generic title of the beats, which would be like dance, jazz, or rock. But to their credit, they do have quite a few packs to download, so there is a lot of expansion available in this title. After you finish your track, you can export it to their website so you can play it on your computer. They give you a code to download it, but it would have been nice if they just told you the address of their website instead of saying go there. I had to hunt it down, but to help everyone else out, it's mixsuperstar.com. When you get the file, it's a WAV file. I would have preferred it to come in an MP3 format, but since you're getting it for free, it's no big deal. You can always convert it. Since all the musical loop tracks they have to offer are royalty-free, you're free to distribute the WAV file that they've created for you with anybody you want in the world, and that's really cool. Mix Superstar is a really nice music maker program, and I think the price of 500 Wii points is very reasonable. If you have a kid out there who has an interest in making their own music, but don't have their own equipment or know how to make their own tracks, I do think this title is worth a buy.